have these little masks. I have like 500 of them. I still gotta like hand them out. They're like little Chris Mardini masks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
This is about you, your journey in music, and we'll talk about the new songs you just released as well. Heard.
Yep.
Cool. Sweet,
Yep,
man.
sure. Looking forward to it.
Rad. Yeah. Well, first off, tell me, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in New York City. Great time living there. I can't really imagine growing up anywhere else. So that was a lot of fun. I'm out here in St. Louis right now at school. I go to WashU, St. Louis.
Oh, cool.
Pretty good. Yeah.
That's rad. Well, where in New York? What neighborhood?
Yeah, Greenwich Village, Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
Spent most of my life there.
What was it like growing up in the city? That must have been pretty.
I always get that question, especially in college. I try to give an answer, but it's like I can't imagine like living anywhere else, so it's hard to compare it to anything. But obviously, like I don't have my driver's license. That's one thing a lot of people give me crap for.
Sure. Well, you don't need it, right? I mean, you're better off not. If you're trying to drive there, it's like parking. Yeah, exactly. I lived in San Francisco for a while, and I just sold my car. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, you just don't need it. I mean, I wish I had it now. I'm probably gonna try to get it winter break, but it is what it is. I don't really need it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so no driver's license. I would imagine you have a bit more freedom in New York because you can kind of get around to anywhere just by hopping on a subway.
Yeah, that's what I love too. Yeah, one of the more limiting things about like being here is you always need someone to drive. You always need like an Uber or something. So yeah, definitely miss that. Like accessibility.
Would you be able to get around? Like, I guess when you're early 15, early high school, was that like a thing to just get on the subway and go places?
Yeah, I mean, usually going to middle school, like I would either take the bus or the subway, and then going to high school, I always take the subway like 20-25 minutes to school.
Really? So you grew up like riding it to school?
Yeah, every morning.
What was that like? I mean, you're with everyone else, right? Going to work and everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I usually had like my squad going back and forth from school. So it was pretty good. You'd always have like conversations on the train and
sure.
Yeah. So I went to high school in Brooklyn, so it was a bit of a trek, but it wasn't too bad.
Right on. Yeah. And how did you get into music?
I've always been singing ever since I was in like 3rd grade, 4th grade. I've been in and out of bands ever since then. And singing was always something I really liked doing. I picked up the guitar when I was in like 6th grade. And I really only started like seriously writing like 2 or 3 years ago. But I'm really happy I did because it's been a lot of fun ever since, just making these songs and trying to push them, weaving my way into like the music industry. So
sure. Yeah. So you started in 6th grade, and what did you start doing covers and then join a band, or like?
They were kind of like all cover bands.
Okay.
I was especially in elementary school, it would just be like Beatle cover bands playing at like little bars or whatever.
Wow, you play at bars that young?
Yeah. Yeah.
And doing Beatles covers. Who was a Beatles fan in your family?
We were all Beatles fans. My parents obviously love the Beatles. My dad's a big Beatles fan. Yeah, me too.
Were you like, do your parents play an instrument at all, or are you the only musical one in the family?
My dad he's super into like 80s metal, and it's partly because he was in like an 80s metal band. He played drums. And he's a pretty good singer too. But yeah, my mom's not really musically talented.
But so your dad's a drummer? Have you ever jammed with him?
Yeah, I wrote a song with him once.
Did you really? That's cool.
Yeah,
is fun. That song recorded or anything?
No, not really. It's like a little like thing, like there's like a riff on guitar, and every time like I want to make him laugh, I'll just like play that riff.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool that you're able to write with your dad. Yeah. You said you didn't start writing songs until a couple of years back. Like, what inspired you to start?
So partially it was because you know, I had just broken up with my band that I was with like throughout like the majority of high school. I think it was in like sophomore year, junior year we broke up. And
Real
so I
quick,
just
was that band the cover band?
no, this was a
Oh,
different, yeah.
okay. So you were in another band with originals,
Yeah, originals, and we did have some covers too.
but who you weren't writing the songs at this point?
Not really, not like seriously. Like I would help in like writing songs, but it wouldn't be like, yeah, it wouldn't be like my own writing.
Sure. Were
Uh,
you the singer or the guitar player or what?
yeah,
What'd you?
singer and guitar player.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And did you guys were pretty active in what, New York?
Yeah, we would have gigs like once every 2 months. You know, it wasn't anything like crazy. Like no one really took it like insanely seriously.
Okay.
Just part of the reason for my like frustration for like not like the band breaking up.
Okay. So the band breaks up, and that's when you start to really hone your own
Yeah,
songwriting. Okay.
yeah, because I was kind of like, you know, I want to keep doing this. Having a band is low key unreliable, so you know, I just I just went for it, started writing.
Writing it.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, you don't have anyone to worry about now, right?
yeah, when it's like just yourself, yeah. But yeah, I've been trying to put together a band out here, um, playing some shows, you know, cracking into the St. Louis music scene.
That's cool. So where do you go to college?
Washington University, St.
Okay.
Louis. Yeah.
Do you go for music?
No, I think I'm gonna go for like econ or something, which is really dumb, but you know,
Is it your first year?
second year.
Second year.
Yeah,
Right on. And so
awful.
when you get to St. Louis, like how much of a culture shock was that?
It wasn't like as big as you'd think. I mean, obviously, like the biggest thing is like being on a college campus and just being surrounded by like people your age and having that independence, being away from the parents and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, it's a much different city than New York is. They love baseball here. Like I went to a Cardinals game last night.
How is that?
It was good. They had a 17 game winning streak until last night when they lost.
Oh,
I think I brought like the bad Mets energy there. So
oh, bummer, man. Was it a bad loss?
yeah, it was pretty bad. They lost like 4-0.
Oh,
They got
shoot.
like
All
3 hits. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you had a chance to play out at all in St. Louis?
Not yet. No. Not yet. I'm really trying to book some shows. I'm planning on doing like an album release party on the 15th of October.
Oh, cool. Is
Yeah.
that the one the record's coming out the 15th?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be on that Friday.
Rad. So you released a song a couple years ago, right? Retrospective Outlook.
Mhm.
And that was the first song you've ever released on your own?
Yeah. Yeah. The
What was
first
that
one.
like?
It was a blur. I mean, I didn't really know how any of that stuff worked. Um, but you know, I had a great time writing it. And I was excited to put it out. Um, and it did pretty well. You know, I was happy with it. We recorded a music video, which is really cool. We did it at some like abandoned warehouse in Sunset Park, which was really fun, like going into there. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it was a good song to start off with. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it got well received. It has like almost 130,000 plays.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it? Did you get playlisted, or was it all just
Yeah,
organic people finding it?
I mean, partially it was playlisted. Shit, sorry.
Good.
Yeah, on TikTok, it got a few like features or whatever. People use the sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was cool. Yeah, and I think most of it was like algorithmic playlists, which are huge, which is probably like the biggest thing.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'm hoping the same happens with these new songs. We'll see.
Kind of a validating moment, I would imagine, to keep
100%.
going.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. And so after that song, so in 2019, what were you graduating high school at this point?
No, yeah. So in 2019, I was starting senior year, and then halfway through senior year, you know, 2020.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you had just started senior year when you put that song out?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So what was it like graduating in this whole mess?
It was weird. Like we didn't have prom or graduation or anything.
Sucks so hard.
It was so weird. Um, and it was like, yeah, it was just pretty boring for a few months there.
Yeah, because
And
senior year
I
is
felt,
supposed to be all the fun stuff, like the
yeah, no,
screwing
exactly.
around, the prom, and graduating, and kind of this last hurrah with your friends, and that all came to a screeching halt.
Mm-hmm. You can't see your friends. I mean, yeah, I feel like out of all the high school classes, definitely my class got it the worst. I feel like.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Whoa. Okay. So you're stuck inside. All your friends are stuck inside. If you're a senior, did they even try to make you like Zoom class or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they like tried to make you, um, I wouldn't always do it, but
I mean,
yeah, it
I
wasn't
wouldn't
like, but
either, man.
but it's stupid because like it wasn't like I was doing anything anyway. I just like didn't want to do it. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
did you do like a virtual graduation?
Yeah, they had like this big YouTube video. This like because my high school was like 6,000 kids. It was like,
Wow, that's
yeah, it
big.
was like,
I thought I went to a big high school.
yeah,
How
yeah,
many
yeah,
were in your graduating class, if you don't mind me asking?
1,700.
Whoa, you beat me. We had 1,200, and I was like,
Really?
this is insanity.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Wait,
1,700?
yeah, yeah. Wait, where did you grow up?
San Diego,
Oh, okay.
California. Yeah, we had the biggest graduating class like in our I think in San Diego at the time. Or
Wow.
maybe even now because they built a bunch of high schools after the fact.
Right.
Um,
That would make sense.
but I thought 1,200 was like insane, but
Yeah,
1,700 that is
I
wow.
know. I've yet to talk to anyone went to a bigger high school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6,000 kids. There had to be maybe not even 4,000 at our school,
yeah.
but I can't imagine 6,000. And then you're inside, right? The whole school is probably inside because it's freezing cold.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing.
see, we had outdoors. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah, yeah.
we didn't have the weather.
Hmm.
So 6,000 people in one building,
Yep, crazy. I mean, granted, it was a pretty big building, but
but
it would get
still.
I would get crowded. And, yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
Oh wow. And then so 1,700 kids got to graduate online.
Yeah,
What's that YouTube video, like 6 hours?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like 3 hours or something.
Oh my
Crazy.
gosh. Wow. And then what do they say? Like they're like, all right, Chris Mardini. And then you just go like show you on your screen, and you just like
Yeah,
wave.
not even like it was like a video. Like they had your picture and then they had your name for a second, and it was like a slideshow, and then it would be gone. It would be someone else. It
So
was
you
like,
weren't even like there, like
oh no,
oh
yeah.
my gosh. What a
I don't think Zoom can even support 1,700 people. Like,
oh, so it was just like like they posted a YouTube video
yeah,
and you just watch it. Oh my god, it wasn't even like some live event.
yeah, no.
Oh man. So some idiot just spent had to spend all this time putting like a picture with a graphic next to it for
Yep.
1,700 kids, and then they just played it through.
Yeah, yeah, it was
Oh my god,
unbelievable.
what a
They had to have
disappointment.
something. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, they do, but wow, what a letdown.
No, it's crazy.
I didn't think about 1,700 kids times like their families trying to log on. They probably
Yeah,
crashed the whole system.
yeah. Like Zoom would just be broken.
Oh man. So okay. So back to your music. So you go, you put out Sleepless? Is that still when you're in high school, or is that after you had graduated?
Yeah, that was also later into senior year. Like I'd say like right before. Like actually like probably 2 months before COVID hit.
Okay. So that was still before
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so you followed up Retrospective Outlook with another song that has over 100,000 plays.
yeah, yeah. Got very lucky. That one did really well on TikTok.
Okay.
That
So
was
is that where
probably,
you're getting a lot of plays? Like, tell me about the TikTok thing. Would you just post a video of you like playing the song, or like
no,
how
I
did you
didn't even,
correlate the
I mean,
sound?
I didn't even post like I wasn't using TikTok at the time. What happened was like a lot of my friends in high school would
Hmm.
use like a sound on TikTok because I posted the sound on TikTok. Um,
So you can post a sound without creating an account and posting the video.
yeah.
You can just like submit your
There
what
was like
song
there
or
used to
something.
be a thing where you could just have a guest account and like just post whatever.
Okay.
And a lot of times like I've noticed like songs just like are automatically on there.
Oh,
You don't even
interesting.
have
Maybe it
to,
pulls from like Spotify or something.
yeah. That's what it does. But
Okay.
anyway, people in my high school would be like using the sound and like making these videos or whatever, and it just caught on, and it was like really, I don't know, it's really cool to see like a lot of people just making these like creative videos and having these ideas, to my song. And it was,
Mm-hmm.
to see it was like visually resonating with people. It was like really great. Yeah. Um, also got some algorithmic playlists, which is great. Those always help out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's really rad.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that like Heard and I'll Try and Grin, they're all going to be part of the same this record coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like 8
So
songs.
when did you start writing the album?
Man, I mean, so they're all kind of songs from like different points within like the past 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a song like I'll Try was the first song I ever wrote.
Oh, ever?
Yeah, ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's just gone through a lot though. Like we went through a bunch of different like remixes and made a bunch of different tweaks to the lyrics. And the instrumental arrangement had its day, spent a lot of time doing that. But yeah, I mean, it was my first song I ever wrote. Wrote it in like late junior year, I think. Finished it up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was fortunate enough to get the chance to like go into the studio and record it, which turned out really well.
Was that the first song that you recorded? Like were the other songs recorded in like a proper studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you went in and recorded what I'll Try along with the rest of the record, or was this done like sporadic?
It was very sporadic. So like I'll Try, Lost, which is another song coming out, and this other song, Skin Tight.
Mm-hmm.
They were all recorded together. And then there was another session with Heard. We just recorded Heard. And then what was the other one? Grin, Sleepless, and this other song called Throw, which will probably get released at some point. That was another section. So that they're probably spread out like by like, I'd say like 4 or 5 months. But yeah, I feel like they work together pretty well, which is why they're on the album.
Put in an album.
Yeah.
And where did you record the record? In New York?
No, so New Jersey.
Okay.
Montclair, New Jersey. This place called Sound on Sounds. Great facility.
Why did you just find them, or was there a producer there you wanted to work with?
Yeah, I worked with Mark Tversky. He's in with those guys over there. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Did you seek him out, or how did you build that relationship?
Yeah, so my dad's friend introduced him to me. I think that's how it went. And then we just started jamming together, talking. He's taught me a lot about the industry, which is great. And yeah, he got me into the studio, which I'm very thankful for. Yeah.
Did he help produce the whole record, or just the one session or so?
Yeah, pretty much the whole record. Yeah.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it's coming out next month or in like 2 weeks, and you're gonna do a release show. Are you still trying to figure that out?
Yeah. I think I found a place. It holds like 200, 250, but I'm trying to like overbook it, so I have people like waiting outside. Which
oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're gonna try to hand out T-shirts, and I have these little masks. I have like 500 of them. I still gotta like hand them out. They're like little Chris Mardini masks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be like a little gift to the people that are coming in.
Yeah.
Is
that
it still...
and maybe a T-shirt too?
Wow. Look at you hooking them up. That's rad.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. Is it are masks still pretty heavily mandated there in St. Louis?
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily like in the city, but at the school, yeah. Like whenever you're in class, you need to be wearing a mask.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And like technically in indoor spaces, you have to be wearing, like indoor public spaces, like you have to be wearing a mask.
Okay. Have you went to any shows there?
Yeah. which is like so like I don't know, very contradictory.
Right.
I saw I don't know if you know Mark Rebellier.
No.
He's like this EDM improv guy.
Oh, cool.
Like, yeah, it was really cool. Yeah.
And was that masked up, like a masked show?
No.
Oh wow, just
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Well, rad. So you have a video out as well for Heard. Was that shot in New York or in St. Louis?
No, my friend who lives in LA put it together. It's really just we recorded this live show like during the height of the pandemic at Brooklyn Bowl.
Oh, really? In New York?
Yeah.
I love that place.
Yeah.
And there's one here in Nashville.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Nashville.
It's right on the sound stage, like where the Nashville Sounds play, their AAA baseball team.
Okay.
It's like kind of like almost attached to the, it's weird. It's like kind of attached to the stadium, but not really. Like it's weird, but it's awesome. But it's such a cool spot.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's great. There's like bowling and all that stuff.
Yeah. So you had a chance to play there in New York, and tell me what the video. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's all good. So we played a live show to no one. We just recorded the
video of it.
Yeah, and so then this guy just basically took pieces of that and made this like sick, like really sick graphic, glitchy, like gritty graphic. And when I saw it, I knew it was like perfect. So yeah, it turned out really well.
Was it weird playing to an empty room?
Yeah, really weird. It was weird.
Was it like a live stream thing you did?
No, we just recorded it and then released some videos up on YouTube.
Okay.
And it I mean it went really well, but obviously it was hard to like muster energy when there was like no crowd.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you shoot the songs a bunch of times too? Or did you run through the set a few times?
Yeah, I mean we did like a few different sets, of which we posted like 3 different videos on YouTube. So there were a few songs that made it onto like multiple sets.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I think we did have to reshoot a few songs, either because like my voice cracked or like the stream broke or something like that.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Well, it's super cool that you got to do that, especially at the Brooklyn Bowl, which is such a rad venue.
Yeah, and it was great. It was really refreshing, like being able to jam, especially like after such a long time of like doing Instagram lives with an acoustic guitar, you know.
Yeah, I bet you that kind of gets stale.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, dude, thank you for taking your time to chat with me today. I know you got probably class and stuff, or I don't know if you'd have class today, but
in like an hour. Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, thanks again. I have one more question for you. I want to know if you have any advice for aspiring artists.
Yeah. The one thing I would say for aspiring artists is, man, go for it. If you think you have it in you to write a song, to play guitar, I mean, just go for it. I mean, the sooner you start chasing that, I mean, the better you'll be at it in a year. So I would just say give it your all and just go for it. Get that thing.